differential. And they'll be up against a Ravens team that wants to be careful not to play into that strength.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on second down. Schmidt. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving. In the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
First down, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They run the counter now on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Mariota now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
see if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And the Ravens taking the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And just shutting him off there. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. As they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On second down, it's Bell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watts. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Le'Veon Bell, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. To throw Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Second down, Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Prescott, and incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Second down now after the incompletion. To the air again, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Throwing, Prescott. turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mariota. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing is Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Now Mariota steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Mariota on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw is Mariota. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
And I know the great ones always think to them.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action now. Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Mariota to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big run that time by Bell. 56 yards. Red zone opportunity. First down, Prescott. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now here's a carry heading left. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 63 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he'll escape to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are pouring it on. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mariota now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play on 3rd for the Ravens. 52 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Prescott here to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the deep.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Browns on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called